Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the session.
Walaikum
So,
salam.
I'm Abu Abbas. Hopefully, you know me by my previous work. On behalf of FISTOC, I would like to welcome you to HSC Notebook platform. We are going to start a new serial, a quick study of Saudi Aramco Construction Safety Manual with Abu Abbas. So, the first session is on Volume 2, Part 2, Chapter 2, Scaffolding. Our time, as we discussed, was 2:30, but because of a technical reason,
waiting. Please accept another.
gentlemen,
Sir,
you can
except the
keep
other one.
your
Other
you can
guys are
keep your
waiting.
mic mute until you have any question. Thank you.
Sir,
முடிஞ்சிடுச்சுடா.
Okay. So because of a technical reason, we went online and then it was disrupted. Anyhow, we will try to fix it for tomorrow. So our schedule will remain from 8:30 to 10 o'clock, inshallah, from 19th to 29th of April, 2026. Thursday, 23rd will be off day. So, yes, gentlemen, do not try to write anything on the screen. We have some more joinings. Okay. And you do not write anything on the screen. So for my introduction, it's not that much important, but still I would like to, because sometimes people ask from me from different platforms. I'm, as I said, Abu Abbas, you know me from this name. Anyhow, my name is Abdul Mohsin. I'm from Pakistan, a little bit northern area, I can say, from Mansehra. So I have 25 years of field experience, which include my almost 15-year experience of Saudi Arabia. I'm a safety professional. I work on different positions related to safety, health and safety as a major responsibility. A lot of areas, a lot of projects during these 15 years I worked with. Alhamdulillah, I possess Nebosh 2 international diplomas, one in the environment management and occupational health and safety. I possess BCSP qualification of SMP, the safety management professional. Similarly, from training side, I have CIT. A little bit other certifications I have as well. So for the scaffolding, I don't have a formal training. I mean to say, I don't have any certification body or a training body certificate for the scaffold. But Alhamdulillah, I did a lot of effort, a lot of work in learning scaffold. So directly, I don't have any training, but it does not mean that what we call in our local language, Beostaza, Bepira. Alhamdulillah, I have teachers, I have trainers. For example, I will share 2-3 top people. Those are my first teachers. Mr. Imran from Rawalakot, Azad Kashmir, Pakistan, former superintendent of Sandan. Then I learned a lot from Ahtisham Bhai. At the time, he's a trainer in NITI. Similarly, I'm thankful to Nagin Bhai, Waksir Bhai. Further, it will be a long list to mention, at least the major contributors in my scaffold learning. So I'm willing to have a short introduction from your side, your name and profession. One by one, you can share with me, and then inshallah, we will proceed. For today, as we are a bit delayed, so we will take one gap at 9:30. The second one, we will go for only one break we will take after half hour. From tomorrow onward, we will go for 25 minute session, inshallah. So, yes, gentlemen, one by one, kindly introduce. Yes, Mr. Asad.
My name is Muhammad Asad. I'm from Pakistan and I'm safety officer now. I'm Al-Mabani contractor company present now.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Hamza.
Yes,
My name is Hamza Imtiaz. I am from Pakistan, basically from Kashmir. I'm in Saudi Arabia from last 5 years, and I've done different projects in multi fields. Now, currently, I'm working as a safety officer in Jumbo Refinery. My current job is here in Jumbo.
Thank you. Yes, further, Mr. Salahuddin.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My name is Muhammad Khaja Salahuddin. I'm from India, from Hyderabad. I'm working in GSA as a HSE supervisor with subcontractor FSL.
Thank you. Yes, further, who would like to kindly?
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Myself, Khalil Ahmed, and I'm working as access officer in Jumbo Refinery in the GSCA. I belong from Pakistan, Punjab, Sahiwal.
Thank you. Yes, further, kindly.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My name is Mohammed Naeem. Currently, I'm working as an HSE officer in a contracting company. My location is also Yambu Refinery, Saudi Aramco plant.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
My name is Zakib Javed from Pakistan, Mansehra. I am working as a scaffolding supervisor in Asafania project, Bottleneck.
Nice to have you, gentlemen, on the board. I'm also from Ansara. We'll have another this chat somewhere, inshallah. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My
Yes.
name is Zakirullah. I am from Pakistan, KPK, Hazara Division. Currently, I am working in a plumbing shop in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh.
Thank you. Yes, gentlemen. Anyone else?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Hamza. I am from Pakistan. I am currently working the Red Sea project in Alwich.
In Alway, inshallah.
Sir, please accept my request.
Okay, gentlemen, you are in. Okay, anyone else would like to, or we can continue?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Myself, Arif Sheikh. I am from Pakistan, Mansehra. Currently, I am working in Larsen and Toubro as a work permit receiver.
Mashallah, welcome. Welcome. GI and CSM.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Me, Parvan. I'm from India, working as a WPF.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam.
This is Zain Raza. I am from Pakistan. Currently, I am working in Larsen and Turbo as a WPR.
The WPR.
Yes.
So, okay. Anyone else would like to share? Okay, gentlemen, let us start. So, first of all, we are going to look at the definition of scaffold. So, what is scaffold? It says a temporary elevated platform base supported or underhung and its supporting structure, including points of anchorage, used to provide access or for supporting workmen and or material at a height. This definition is from GI 8.001 4.12. So, simple description it gives of scaffolding. It's a temporary platform. It's a temporary platform. It can be a base supported or it can be a underhung. Means we'll look in the further that what these definitions are or what they actually means. So at the time, just with the definition, base supported or underhung, and it is used for access. It is used for providing a platform for the men, workmen, and material at any elevation. It can be lower, higher, whatever the elevation. So, allow me to use pointer. Okay. So you can see a simple base supported structure. This will be a scaffold. A hanging structure will be again a scaffold. In this case of hanging scaffold, these members, those they are here, like these tie points, they are part of scaffold as well. The rule regulation for scaffold will be implemented on these anchorages or these such supportive areas. Moving further, we have formwork. Formwork is another definition. Formwork is, we use this term according to GI, we will look at that. That formwork we are saying for a structure, a system, a pipe tube assembly that is used to support fresh poured concrete. For concrete pouring work, the installation or whatever we are going to install, that will be referred as formwork. You can see here in the picture we have, so there will be concrete expected or maybe there is already in this picture. So that one is what we refer to as formwork. Here you can see this picture as well. These supports for the work being carried out for the concrete. Another minor thing I would like to add that in this picture, as you can see here, okay, this one. Here you can see the vertical. When the vertical is used, when the vertical things are used, like here this one, we normally refer them to shuttering work. For the concrete, when we use these vertical one, these are referred to concrete work. And those other things we refer to as the horizontal on the plan and supportive structure, we refer to formwork. Then we have another definition of falsework shoring. Falsework shoring or simply falsework. Falsework is normally referred to, okay, it is normally referred to the support structure, the vertical members of the vertical or horizontal. Like here in this picture, you can see These materials, this is a horizontal, or we can say inclined support, or this one is vertical support. So these things are referred as falsework shoring, or sometimes simply falsework. Falsework is also the one which we use to support any structure temporarily. For example, we are going to erect the second structure and roof, and we are giving support to the first one. That will be again a falsework. We have a temporary construction load, brick storage, something else, and we want to give support to that roof over which we are putting this material or so on. We refer it as falsework also. Okay, so again, temporary vertical supported member, like herein you can see, one is already seems like finished in the base one. Here in this section, we can say it's completed, and then we are going for another one, and we have a support. So this is a fresh work, and this is already cured or maybe during cured. So additional support to anything we refer to, just give him a temporary enhancement or support. This is what we say as false work also. Aramco GI definition is the word they are using is false work shoring. Scaffold craftsman. Scaffold craftsman, we defined a person as a scaffold erector. That erector have to work under direct supervision of a scaffold supervisor for any type of erection, alteration, dismantling. Okay. Scaffold, three definitions they are here: erection, alteration, and dismantling. Erection of scaffold means making the scaffold, building the scaffold. This is what we refer to erection. And dismantling, when we are bringing it down, when we are removing it, we refer it to dismantling. Altering or modification, sometimes the word is used as well. This is when we do any type of change. Any type of change. Normally, this change is, for example, we shift the guardrail up, down. We give an access, mean a pathway in the platform. Okay. Structurally, normally we do not prefer it to, but it can be, because if we are not making it structurally for the exact work, then the thing is why we made it. But anyhow, when we in an already made scaffold, when we do any type of change, that change we refer to alteration. Scaffold erectors are, as it is mentioned here as well in the GI at 4.13 section, that scaffold erector, they are to be qualified, trained and qualified by the company they own, or the scaffold erector. Scaffold erector, the company, the organization who's working for or making the scaffold. We'll look at the definition again as well. So they are not mandatory to be third party. If an organization approved in-house training, they can provide, or third party they can provide with. So these two are the options for them. It's not, they are not required to be Aramco certified. Scaffold erector. Scaffold erector, the organization, the company, those responsible for proper designing, erecting, alteration, and dismantling, modification of scaffold work. So that company will be called as a scaffold erector. There will be another terminology. They are saying special scaffold erector, if I'm not forgetting it. They are specific approved company. It's from Aramco. When the name will come somewhere in the further slide, we will discuss it again. Like R.B. Hilton, Al-Savedi, Al-Imran, okay, SGB, few contractors are there. They are special contractors for special scaffolds and so on. So when the discussion will be in the slide, we will talk about them again, inshallah. Okay, after that, we have scaffold inspector. A contractor or Saudi Aramco employee, trained, experienced, capable of performing a scaffold inspection. So you have to identify the hazard weaknesses, or will give a surety of inspection of a scaffold. So this shall be certified. Shall, again, the word shall we use wherever it comes, it means the mandatory thing. 100% compliance in procedure language, shall. Should, can be an equal thing. So Aramco certified people, they are to be. Then we are supervisors, full-time employee of Scaffold Erector, who is the immediate supervisor of Craftsman. Those they are going to erect, dismantle scaffold, alter scaffold, modify scaffold. He will be the direct in charge, direct boss of those people. He will supervise those scaffold erectors. Again, he have to be trained, qualified, and certified personnel. After supervision of the work, one of his job is that he have to inspect the scaffold as well. Scope of supervisors, we have three types of supervisors in Saudi Aramco pattern. We have scaffold supervisor 1, or sometimes referred as S1. So he can inspect and sign tags for, will supervise the scaffold erection, and in addition, inspection and signature of the tags for all type of scaffolds, including the special scaffold. At least 5 years of experience as craftsman, they require him to have scaffold erection experience before he can go for the Saudi Aramco scaffold supervisor S1 certification. His limitation for card signature is that he will sign the card for any type of scaffolding, including special scaffold. But once the special, then inspector have to countersign the card, and in addition to 6 meter height, whenever the scaffold will be above 6 meter, the inspector have to sign along with the scaffolder 1, scaffold supervisor 1. So commonly we have these scaffolders, but the special contractors, they have, according to their material use, they have the others as well. Scaffold supervisor 2T, he can supervise and inspect the scaffolds of tube and coupler only, and maximum up to 12.2 meter alone. Only tube and coupler scaffold less than 12.2 meters tall, excluding special scaffold. They cannot sign for special scaffolds. Less than 12.2 meter and non-special scaffolds. Up to 12.2 meter they can sign alone, no need for the signature and inspection of inspector. Similarly, 2S we have scaffold supervisor 2S, S for the system scaffold. So they can supervise erection, dismantling, modification, and then inspect and sign the tag for a system scaffold or fabricated tubular frame scaffold. Again, less than 12.2 meter of height, excluding scaffold, special scaffold. Yes, gentlemen, can you hear me still?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We are hearing you.
Your interference, little bit interference will be appreciated. So I know that still someone is with me.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you. Terminologies. Okay. Now we will talk about the terminologies part by part. We will look in further lectures, inshallah. So the initial, this one, if you can see here, this one is our kick lift. Okay. And from the kick lift to the upper one, this one will be our lift height if we measure. Otherwise, the lift. When we measure, we go with the height, that this is what we are referring to, height. Okay. So, in other words, this scaffold is one lift scaffold. Kick lift is not counted. If we go with the vertical member from here to here, this is our bay, facade or longitudinal running face of the scaffold. Okay, this will be the bay length. Bay length. Okay. For the word length or the longitudinal, for the length of the scaffold, we use the word longitudinal. Okay. And the width, we refer to transverse. Maybe it will be our writing transverse. Okay. When we are referring the width, we will say transverse. Transverse, we can say measurement, transverse direction, okay? And longitudinal and transverse. We normally do not say the length and width. Okay? Normally we do not say. Now this scaffold is one bay long and one bay wide, means two bays long and one bay in width. So one bay transverse and two bays longitudinal. We also measure by the length. In that case, from center of the one post to the center of the next post. And if we are measuring the next one, center of one post to the center of next post. If you are measuring throughout from center of first post to the last post center, that will be in meter, centimeter, whatever, that will be our length, overall length as a measurement, how much it is. And when we are measuring the height of scaffold, we start from the ground. Normally we start from the ground because maybe it's a lot of variation. Otherwise, at least 6 inches, we keep the first kick lift. But it depends. Maybe it is there to compensate the variation. So from the bottom to the topmost lift, we measure the height of scaffold for specific purposes. Otherwise, with the bay, we can go with 2 bays height, 3 bay height, 3 left height, 2 left height. We use also these wordings. Any question up to now? Yes, gentlemen, any question? Okay. Okay, purpose of 2.1, it means that we are now referring wherever we will mention, like GI was mentioned. So it means, gentlemen, I having response that voice is coming. So you can check your mic or so on. Or if someone else is having also trouble, let me know. So where we are not using a reference, it means we are giving the reference number of CSM, Construction Safety Manual, Volume 2, Part 2, and Chapter 2, Scaffolding. The scaffold CSM says this chapter describes minimum safety related technical requirements for personnel access scaffolds with fixed platform heights. So it's telling us that the platform height will be fixed. Means we are not talking about the one we can lower with the chain or the rope, either from ground supported or underhung or above any structure, but non-extendable, non-retractable, with solid measurement, with solid members, this scaffold will be. I think it's almost 9:30. So we will take a 5-minute break and then we will come back.
Sir, can you explain again this one, sir?
Okay, it says that this chapter means the CSM describe minimum safety related technical requirements for personal access scaffolds with fixed platform height. Like we have window cleaning, the cradles, we can say them, we are using for window cleaning, other such purposes. Those are retractable, means we can take them at height, we can bring them lower with the rope, with the chain. We are not talking about that. This CSM is talking about only fixed scaffolds, fixed scaffold with fixed length. It means there is either it is on the ground or it is hanging from any structure. The pipe and the tube, these things are not going to be, are non-extendable, they are fixed. And technical requirement in the CSM, administrative requirement, they are in the GI. Clear?
Okay, sir, clear.
Okay. So we will take a
Yes, sir,
short
clear.
break, short break of 5 minutes and then we will come back. Okay, gentlemen, welcome back. Yes, can we
Yes, sir.
proceed?
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you. I would like to have your consent about sharing the videos. We will share them, inshallah, on YouTube and whatever the platform you are using, Facebook as well. So if any one of you have anything would want not to appear, or you want your audio to be eliminated, there's no issue. You can just send the message. Otherwise, after about an hour of the completion of the class, inshallah, we will share it as it is on our platforms. Again, inshallah, we'll fix the issue, and tomorrow we'll start from the live session as well. So another thing would like to mention that tomorrow we will start 15 minutes earlier for Zoom candidates. Those they have registered, you are required to come at 8:15. Apology for this disturbance. I'm not sure you can hear this voice or not, but anyhow, let me close it. So at 15, you will join to give your session quiz of 15 questions for 15 minutes, inshallah. Okay, let us proceed. So the purpose of the GI general instruction provide minimum administrative requirements. So this is the difference between our CSM. CSM goes for technical requirements, while GI goes for administrative requirements. What not we are going to discuss in this session, the continual session, how to erect scaffold, means step-by-step procedure. We are not going to talk about how to supervise erection. We are not going to talk about, but we will talk some of the responsibilities of supervisors. How to inspect, again, we are not going to talk about GI as a whole. No, we will go just with the references. Scaffold plan, a little bit where it will come, we will discuss. We are not going to talk about how to prepare these things. Most of that is covered in the GI. So when we are not covering full GI, we are not talking about it. You can prepare in advance the schedule, the lesson plan, which is shared with you. You can prepare your questions as well. I will try my best to solve any type of question, query related to the subject, inshallah. Okay. The GI, the references. Okay, we are going to talk about now the references. Those they are used in the CSM 2.2. Other than the CSM require us to follow GI general instruction, Gulf Standard 217-1994. I try my best to have this one, but I didn't get it. If any one of you have this Gulf Standard, I will appreciate if you will share with me. Then we have American National Standard Institute, ANSI, and American Society of Safety Engineer, ASSE. Their requirements are being followed, like ANSI 810-8, safety requirements for scaffold, American Society for Testing and Material, ASTM, A123, for example, zinc-coated, hard-coated iron and steel products, A370, standard for testing methodologies, A500, standard specific for cold form, welded and seamless. Two types of normally we have the tubes, seamless without any joint, and welded one of carbon steel and so on. This standard we have to use mostly when we are preparing plans. These things they come. European standard, European Committee for Standardization, European Standard EN 39, loose steel tubing for tube and coupler scaffold, technical delivery. This overrides the BS 1139 part 1. Coupler spigot EN 74-1. EN 74 marked couplers and other items I can say them shortly, we will use. In other words, couplers. Either scaffold or false one. Again, it overruled the 1139 part 2. Okay. EN ISO 8493, metallic materials. Again, EN 10002, metallic material there again. General technical delivery condition 10021. Your European committee again continued, EN 10219. Similarly, 1219. Part 1 and 2 they are 10240. Internal coating and so on. Hot dip galvanized 12811. That's again something related to performance requirement and journal design. Information on material, we have the reference load testing according to EN 129. ANSI, NASC, National Access and Scaffolding Confederation. Specifically, fall protection for scaffolders. We will inshallah try to cover that in this serial inshallah. Preventing fall in scaffold and falsework. And U, that is SG for U as user. It's a pocket guide. We will inshallah bring it in our discussion. US Code of Federal Regulations, CFR 29 CFR 1926 subpart L specifically for scaffolding and OSHA 3150. Okay, actually there were a little bit further some additional things, but just because lack of time, we just had a real go through. Now we will talk about scaffold types. Scaffold types. 231 of the CSM said the type of scaffold cover in this chapter are those commonly used in scaffold. Commonly those they are being used in Saudi Aramco, those are brought in discussion, including tube and coupler system fabricated, tubular frame, bracket, underhung and mobile scaffold, and they shall be designed, constructed, inspected, tagged and used as per GI 8.001. Administrative requirements. Technical requirements, the CSM will provide. Now the question is, how many types of scaffold we have? Volunteer answer, who will? How many types of scaffold we have?
The mobile scaffold, fixed scaffold.
Okay.
And
anyone else would like to contribute for the answer?
While scaffolding, sir. Tube and coupler scaffolding. Transverse scaffolding.
System scaffolding, sir.
Okay,
Cantilever scaffolding.
Appreciated. So a simple thing when we are appreciated when we are being asked types of scaffold, it's an open question. It's a real open question that what exactly the person want to ask from us. So if the question comes for type of scaffold, we have to be sure about what we are talking. As per the material specification we are talking about, kindly do not write anything on the screen. I will make it disabled for the future, inshallah, tomorrow. So type of scaffold, we are going to talk about as per the material specification, or we are talking about as per the load rating, or we are talking as per the design. So commonly scaffold, a simple open question, whatever you give the answer, if it is what the interviewer or the one who have asked mean by it, well and good. Otherwise, we have to be specific. So we are going to discuss according to that. As per material specification, we have system scaffold. One type we have is system scaffolds. The one you can see here. System scaffold is the one which comes with fixed adjustment points. These are welded fixed points, fixed heights, elevations, up to which we can fix the things. Okay. Already welded, made, we have just to engage them. Like this one in the picture, this is what we called as quick stage, quickly to be fixed, quick stage, but it's a system scaffold. Wedge scaffold, again, that's a system scaffold. Already welded point, we just fix, we put the wedge there, we strike, and that's it. And then common scaffold, we have, okay, normally it comes in a yellow color mostly, but anyhow, any color can be. Then the most common, most famous one, the cup lock scaffold. Again, they are the fixed points. We just put them together, we lock them, and we are good to go. Okay, hopefully everyone is back.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is most common type of scaffold. We are using cup lock scaffold. Okay. That's a cup which is being locked, system scaffold. Then we have tube and coupler. System scaffold is one type. System scaffold is one type. The second one now comes, you can see here it's clearly mentioned EN74. That's the standard we use for. And you have tube and coupler. We have a tube, and then we, which is engaged with a coupler, or the couplers are used to engage them or give them a formation or design. Tube and coupler scaffold. Then we have fabricated frame scaffold, or fabricated scaffold, some fabricated H-frame scaffold, or fabricated frame scaffold. This is a third type of scaffold as per the material specification, which is being used in Aramco. So the three classes now we have: system scaffold, tube and coupler scaffold, and we have fabricated frame scaffold. Now we go to the second, as per the load rating. Generally, we have a lot of scaffold types according to load rating. We will talk about the Aramco according to the Saudi Aramco. Light duty scaffold, in 1 square meter, the scaffold platform, again, platform, can support 120 kilogram distributed load. If we says in the pounds, it will be 25 pounds per square foot. Per square foot, 25 pounds distributed load. And in kilogram, 120 kilogram. That scaffold we refer to light duty scaffold. Then we have medium duty scaffold, the scaffold which is erected to support maximum 240 kilogram distributed load on the platform. Again, as my mentor, he was once asked for this question, load rating. He says according to structural capability or the platform. So platform is the most common, is the one we are using. In Formwork, in other ways, structural calculations are there as well. But we are talking about the platform. So platform 120 to 40 kilo maximum load if it can support 50 pounds per square foot distributed. Commonly, we refer to one person, 20 kilo tool gram, 100 kilo for the person. And if it one person along with the tools is supported, second person, two people along with their tools, 40 kg, if they are supported, that will be a medium duty. Any scaffold which is erected to support above 240 kg, that will be light duty, medium duty, special duty. Special duty scaffold. Light duty scaffold, medium duty scaffold, and special duty scaffold. Special duty will be any scaffold designed to support more than 240 kilogram per square foot, or in other words, more than 50 pounds per square, 50 pounds per square foot, or more than 240 kilogram per square meter. Special duty. And remember, special duty scaffold is a special scaffold. Okay. We will talk about that inshallah tomorrow. What are the criteria for special scaffold? When a scaffold will be a special scaffold? But one criteria, if it is designed to support more than 240 kilogram per square meter. Then we go for the design, as per the design. Now design, again we categorize. In designing, first categorization is base supported. The scaffold is base supported or not. So one thing we'll go for base supported scaffold. Like the one in the picture, you can see the foundation is on the ground. Then we have underhung or suspended scaffold. It can be an underhung, hanging, hung from something, or supported by a structure. Two things will be there. Either this is hanging from a structure or it's supported over a structure. The structure which is above ground, definitely. Like if here in this case, if this beam is hanging from this, or it is above the beam, because beam is not directly on the ground, beam, pillar, column, whatever, it is not on the ground, so it is supporting that structure. So one is the one which is okay, the pause for the internet interruption. The one which is supported on the ground, and the second one which is supported from any structure or hanging from any structure. Then we have mobile scaffolds. Mobile scaffolds. Okay, those they can be taken here, there with casters, with wheels. And then another type we have a little bit different, which is we call it as bracket scaffold or tank builder scaffold. It is hung from wind girder inside a tank or from the wall of the tank. So this is another type as per the design. Where stands the tower scaffold? That's a base supported scaffold. In base scaffold, we make a little separation for that. Then we have bird cage, independent run, independent tie. We will talk about them further. The definitions will come. So generally, as per the design, we have base supported scaffold. We have yes, gentlemen, I'm audible to you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We are hearing.
Okay. So we have base supported, we have underhung or
Yes, sir.
supported.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. We have base supported, we have underhung, we have mobile scaffold, tank builder scaffold. Okay. So base supported, underhung, mobile scaffold, or tank builder scaffold. As it's a wide subject, there can be further or different definitions and so on, but a normal pattern, a normal definition this will be. Bird cage independent, we will talk, even the tower, we will talk about them in supported scaffold. Somewhere you will find it tower scaffold, mobile tower, or caster tower. Until it's not affecting a standard, it doesn't matter. Little bit here, there, the definition can be. So, little bit more. 233, it says the construction of any of the above unusual type of scaffold. Above where the point that scaffolds, subscaffolds are in CSM, they are listed. Okay, they are refer them unusual scaffolds. If we have to use 29 CFR 1926 subpart L, according to that and ANSI 10.8 and GS 217, if they support, we can use any other type of scaffold which is not being used in Saudi Aramco. But still, if 29 CFR 1926 subpart L, GS 217 or ANSI 10.8, if they support that type of scaffold, we can use that scaffold in Aramco, but definitely there will be a initial way to have the approval or so on. then we can use. But two types they are mentioned: shore scaffold and lean-to scaffold. They are not allowed even in the 1926 subpart L. They are not allowed. So these are two pictures of them. Shore scaffold, this one when it is against a column, a pillar, and the lean-to scaffold. Okay. So these two are not approved for used in any means. Okay. Other type, if we can justify, there's mentioned standards, they are allowing them, we can use them. So we will close our session here today. A real disturbance actually. We connected and then disconnected. So we'll try to solve that issue, inshallah. It was announced on huge scale, but unfortunately was everything is from Allah, Almighty Allah, inshallah. There will be betterness, more good things in that as well. We'll try to solve that issue and we'll go live as well for tomorrow. Up to now, let me know if you have any question. Yes, gentlemen, any question? Okay, if you don't mind, would you like to turn on your camera so we will have a group picture for our today's session? For our social media activities?
Okay, sir.
For social media, as you know, initially things are free. Secondary or third degree benefits we are not talking about. But inshallah, trying my best as I did with the other receiver notes, I will carry on this inshallah as well, the CSM. Yes, gentlemen, anyone else would like to turn on his camera? So now we'll go for a click. Asubhai, thank you for joining. My mentor, my brother. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for the click. So we'll see you inshallah tomorrow. For those they have registered, you will receive probably through email. You will receive the link for the questionnaire exam because your certification will depend on your attendance and your what we call that exam result. So you will be shared through the admin will decide it either through the group or the email. So it will be a 15-minute session. Within 15 minutes, it have to be closed. So 8:15, inshallah, we'll be in contact tomorrow again. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your support. And group is open through admin WhatsApp or my WhatsApp. Any type of suggestion, if you are willing to give any input, you are welcome.
Okay, sir. Welcome. Most welcome.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we are closing for today. Once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.